come in, turn the hip, step back. 1, 2. Okay, so some of this is this. So left foot forward. So some of this, I'm going to come in. Okay, here's this hip. So some of this is having the leg turn in the hip. Like, how's my leg turn in the hip? And then step back. Come in, turn the leg in the hip, step back. Oh, is that even better? All right, so Sifu, Mark, and I will just demonstrate the method again. We'll do it with the hands. We'll go slow. Just go slow. It's like Tai Chi. There you go. No, you got it. No, you got it. There you go. Nice and slow. Slow it down. 1, 2. And we try to keep the circle tight. So instead of like spinning out of control. Oh, right. So you want to kind of keep the circle tight. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. To just think 1, 2. Okay. I'll go with Garrett. So Garrett and I will do it. No bumping. We did it with bumping. Garrett like. Yeah. So we'll just go just nice and easy. Left foot forward. And we'll just spin around. Ready? Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. There you go. That's it. Just go slower. There you go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. 1, 2, 1. There it is. Okay, very good. Sifu Mark, train Nelson. Very good, Garrett. Yeah, you get it. I know I'm no bumping because last time you bumped me, I gave me a chiropractic adjustment. Yeah, God, Robert was like really tough. Okay, so so there's a little exercise you can do. So Sifu Mark, if I could borrow you again. So this exercise has a lot of different things. If you can just whatever, the guy's here, you're here, right? Let's kind of do this kind of idea. You're here, whatever here, and you want to try to get behind him, right? So he's coming at you. So this kind of just trains you for this kind of movement, right? It doesn't necessarily, you're not going to do this on the guy. Hawk the guy, yeah, okay, yeah. That might freak someone out. It's a hawk. Yeah. Okay. But there's a lot of there's several, there's a lot of arts to try to figure this out, like how to come in, the guy's coming at you, and try to get behind him. So this is kind of like a there's a lot of that. So this is Xing Yi's idea how to train that a little bit, right? That's Xing Yi's idea how to train that. Yeah, it's their idea how to train that a little bit. Okay, it makes pretty good sense. Yeah, yeah. That's true, and you don't have to start like the hawk to get ready for it. You can go from the natural. Yeah. Yeah, it's the footwork. Exactly, it's the footwork. Yeah, it's the footwork. You can do any handwork, right? And so we could try any handwork, right? So you don't have to do this. You can this is too confusing, right? So you can just say left foot forward, come through, punch, come back, punch, come through, and you can just go 1, 2, right? If you want, you can do a chop. Chop. You can go 1, 2, 3. What is that? I don't know. Oh, that's knife energy. That's. Yeah, that's right. So you can take that move. So we do the horse, right? We do the chicken. We have the wood punch. So you can do all those moves with this footwork. You can come in, do a bear palm, 1, 2, if you like. You can do a horse, horse, a horse. So basically, we've always been doing this kind of thing, right? So now you have another way to take the hand moves into a kind of a different move. Okay, so let me just see the time. All right. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's do the weapons, and Lord, hopefully you got a stick. Now let me know if you need one. I'll send you one. Okay, just let me know. All right. Okay, so we're not going to do too much spinning as such as spinning here, but what I want to do is like, yeah. What I want to do is just kind of, and Nelson, you haven't taken off the prophylactic cover on that, have you? Oh, okay, so. Okay. These are the plastic on your couches? Oh. My cousin and his wife, they have a hat that, you know, we go there and they had the plastic on the couch. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's just kind of work with it because we've been talking about like connecting to the center. Hold it out. You can just get like this, and just connect this to your center. Just feel like, you know, this has a certain weight, right? So you can stick your weight out here, and that's way out your center. Just bring it in and just put it in your center. So you're holding it with your legs, not so much like your bicep arm strength, right? If you want, you try to extend it out a little bit and see if you can still hold it into your center. So it can come in and out it doesn't go in, it doesn't leave your center, but you can extend it from your center. Okay. So you can just kind of play with that. Right? And then just turn it over and just try the other hand. And we'll do some very simple switching. Yeah, very good, Mark. Yeah, you can do it with the vertical if you like. Just try to connect. So it's not just some stick, right? It's in your center. Okay, so you can just feel that weight. Okay. Okay, so we have our exercises, you know, we do this one and we do this one, right? So we're just going to try it with the stick a little bit. Okay, and it's you know, whatever, just it's not super special, okay? We're just gonna just try to do some of our exercises. So we have this one. Okay, so I think we'll try to do it with, I want to do it with one hand. So we'll just do it easier with one hand. Okay, let's just do like maybe punching, okay? Just simple, and it's not really punching. Don't even think about punching something. Just think of when I come out, you can just rotate it and rotate it back. One, and see if you can get it to come out your feet out of your center. So I'm not just sticking it out of my arm. Ow, I just hit myself, right? But just take your time, just kind of get that whole sensation of it. Just one, and if you don't have a stick, you know, you can just do the punch. It's the same thing with the hand. You can think about using your center. You can sit a little bit into your hip. One, two. Okay, so for the switch, pinky to pinky, palm up, and then switch. Okay, and we'll practice just switching. Just nice and easy. Feel the center. One, two. No, you could, you know, I'm feeling a little bit of hip in here, so you can just go ahead and do that. Just kind of a little bit of a hip with the feet. When we get more advanced, we'll do the hawk footwork with our stick. Okay, so just kind of feel it from the center. So this way your center's in control of the weapon all the time. Okay. Okay, so ready? So let me see. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's practice just switching one hand to the other, and go slow. When we go fast, we tend to kind of do this kind of thing, right? Just go slow because I want to do it with the center, and so when I get the center going, then I can go faster. So turn it out, bring it back, palm up, pinky to pinky, out, down. Okay. Keep the elbow down, so I don't want to crank my shoulder over, right? I want to keep my shoulder down. So you get a little bit of mobility in the forearm. Okay, get a little bit of mobility in the forearm. Okay, I don't really punch this way. I don't like punching because this is, I don't like punching this way. I like punching this way. But just for the practice of this, we just learn how to just, okay, and just use your center. Now we can try a little bit like the punch we did on Thursday, just maybe one side, like the chin punch. Pull it back, pull it from your center, pull it back on the chin punch. Okay, when I draw it back, don't think of drawing with your arm, draw with your center to pull your body, pull the stick back with your body. Pull the stick back with your body. 2. Okay, when I come back, I transition to horse stance like, because that's the rotation. That makes sense to you guys? I'm pulling, like I have my, so here's my hips, and I pull my body to horse stance and come out. Okay. And when I don't like to use that word horse stance, I mean, that's what it looks like, but I'm thinking of using my joint to rotate. Yeah, it's transitional. Horse stance is transition. It's just a transitional place. But just go slow. Try to move in the joints here. Okay, and then just kind of work. So the movement of this becomes the movement of this, right? It's not just kind of just that kind of thing. Okay. All right. So let's go 1. Nice and easy. So we're just using this as a kind of a training thing. Now, and if you want to practice like some wrist strength, you can take it from one end, right? I guess 1. If you take it from one end, you practice at end just to work a little wrist strength if you like. Okay, still pinky to pinky. Okay, but don't involve your shoulder. Like don't crank your shoulder into it. Is it, you know, right? I don't want to crank my shoulder up. Okay, I want to keep healthy shoulders. I don't want to overstrain the shoulder muscles. Okay, the shoulders are very super useful joint in the body, but they're not necessarily super strong compared to the rest of your body, right? So, okay, 1, 2. And you can have a little kind of kung fu thing going here if you like. Okay, and you can also just kind of just stretch the body out with it. All right, good. Okay, let's try something a little bit more complicated. Then we'll just try a figure 8. I know you guys know how to do this, but I just want to work with how to make the figure 8 with our body, not just swinging our arm around. Okay. So you can have, I guess, you try. So this hip that sticks in my same hip, same hand, I'm going to swing my hip and just make it easy. It doesn't have to be a very hard figure 8. Just learning how to just swing the stick with the body. And then one thing about the grip. So when I make the figure 8, I don't want to like have a death grip on it. I need to have it a little bit more flexible, the grip, so I can make it swing easier, right? If I have a death grip on it, then I'm going to kind of involve my shoulder too much. Now, Nelson has this giant thing, so Nelson's going to have to use 2 hands. You're going to use one, he's tough. Don't come to me when your shoulders are sore and you need surgery. Okay, so just work with the hip, keep the elbow close to the body. You could step in, step back, and that might be a better way to try to get the hip involved with the movement. Okay, 1. And you let the hands be nice and open. So you don't have to go with the desk. I have my hands open when I turn it. 1, 2, 1, Laura, you're probably inside, so if you have a stick, be careful of the ceiling. Okay, I have already marks on my ceiling. Yeah, okay, then, okay, so let's practice how to switch. So it's still pinky to pinky, pinky to pinky. Okay, so pinky to pinky. So we know we did pinky to this way, right? So when we do figure eight, it's pinky to pinky, pinky to pinky, bring it over to one side, pinky to pinky, the other side. Okay, and just go slow, so work with the body. Okay, so what I'm trying to avoid is like doing it with my arm, right? I want to move, make the body initiate the movement. And then, so when it comes back, I'm not kind of using my arm, I'm like turning my hip, turning my body, turning my center. So the stick is part of my center. Okay. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. So use this to kind of learn about your center. Okay. All right. All right. There's a lot of other things you can do with this. We practice some of the stationary stuff. So just learning how to just work, fix your posture with the stick, right? Learning how to use the stick to fix your posture. So you can just kind of, it's really interesting because if you just stick it out here like this and you hunch, it's like there's a certain weight, you put more weight on the stick than you need to, right? And if you lean back, there's no weight on the stick. So you're gonna have to have this balance between the stick and you, okay? So you're here, just stretching up, and we can do the first, just simple move. You probably see from Mark already knows these moves. This link stick is from the Japanese system. Okay, so you could, okay, so when I pick it up, so even when you pick it up, you don't pick it up with your arm. You can think of trying to bring it to your center, pick it up. As you sink down, the stick comes up. So this is kind of becoming more of a sensitivity thing. Okay. It's almost like the stick floats up. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is prevent this. Did you see that? I don't want to do this. I want to make it nice and smooth. So just use it, just like in Tai Chi, everything is slow, smooth, lower body, step in and come back. Okay, so think of this not so much as, as a martial art focus at the moment, but think of it more as like how to move your body with the external, with attaching external objects. Come through. Okay, so I'm just give you the side view. Okay, good posture. Can't do it without good posture. And you get into your body and let your center float the stick up, bring it to your hand, and then just, you could step in and then come back. Now, there's an interesting feel once you get with this is you float the stick up. As you float it up, bring the hand here, it's safer, it's easier than trying to catch it. Once you get the sense of your weapon, then you can maybe just bring it right here. But for some people who don't have the sense of their weapon yet, you can go and bring it here if you need to. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, for some people, they don't have the sense of their weapon. So when they get it up, they might miss it, right? So you can just bring it closer in here. Or you can draw the weapon to your center. One, and then two. Okay, so a couple of techniques, and we do this already in our footwork. We do the follow step, right? We do this we do our follow step, right? So it's the same thing. All this is the same. right? We have that follow step when we punch, and we have the follow step when we do everything else. So we're going to just kind of come in, one, and you just have a little follow step. Step back, one. Up, two. We're not adding any power yet. We're just working on how to move this very sensitively. One, two. Okay. Now we're going to add a little bit. Once you kind of get the flow of this, now you're going to add a little bit of, like, when you come out, you're going to focus on the target. You know, pick a target out there. Don't pick the kids. That's kind of weird. Okay. So pick some target that you're going to stab into, and kind of, so you focus your projection or your energy, whatever you want to call it, into something, right? Okay. And we won't add any power yet. I'll just focus on the trash can out there. Okay. Okay. So I don't want to focus it on you, Laura. That would be rude. So I'm going to focus off the camera. Okay. So just make it nice and easy. You don't have to be firm. Just focus on your mental aspect first before we add any tension into the body. Yeah, I don't want to add any tension into the body. Okay. So even with this heavy weapon, let me see if hopefully I don't hurt myself. Okay. Even with something heavy, you know, in the beginning, you have a heavy thing, don't stick your arm out. Try to put this in your center, right? So I can feel the weight of this on my feet already. I mean, I have to use some muscle here, obviously. And then when I want to use this, when I want to do what we were just doing, I have to figure out not to lift this, you know, just like this is, you know, the original, I think the original military grade weapons is probably, this is like 10 times heavier, you know. So, but so when I come up, I wanted to use my legs to float this up, like, so 1, 2, and then 3. 1. Right? Float it up with the feet. And this becomes, this actually can be very light. Although it's heavy at the end. So it's really, this thing is for really whacking someone on a spin or something. Yeah, it's a good spinner. It can really, they have these performance ones, like for exhibitions they're kind of like, I don't know, they're tapered at the end, so the ends are light. So they can really spin it. So it's more of a performance thing. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's go back to here. So we just do, this is very simple, but the hard is not to get too complicated so you lose, you know, the body technique with it. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so one interesting thing about this, so this is like in one way, it's like shooting pool, right? It has to slide, right? Yeah, wait, not, oh, like this one. Yeah, I like this one. Or the bridge. But it has to slide, okay? Because if you think about, I mean, you know, the concept was a sphere. Okay, the concept was a sphere. And then the Xingyi, the Xingyi concept was all sphere. Okay, so if you think about the sphere, you're gonna stab the garbage can. There's a garbage can out there, Laura. Okay, so you want to come in and you stab it, and that's where you're focused. And then when you stab it, you want to firm the grip, and then relax it. Right? You come in, you firm it, and then stop. So I'm going to spear it and then firm it. That adds the power, so to speak. It's like a, I don't know, it's kind of like a Fajing. Like you don't throw your arm away in your Fajing, right? You kind of let it out and then you hold and then you let it go. So just one and back. And then we can try both and then try the other side. Don't get used to one side like I am because that's bad. I only do one side. Interesting, if you do the side you're not used to, and it gives you a more of a sense of that this is you know, an object. Like you get a really different sense of it. So So you can just try the other side and just get the other side, but really still work with the center of the body. 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, yeah, it kind of depends. Some people do that. Yeah, it depends on how you like your spear. Some people like it this way with the turn, right? And some people do it straight. So it's up to you. Yeah, some people, you know, it's up to you. Whatever you like. Not over too much. Then you're hurting your wrist. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, I don't want to over grip. I don't want to over twist. So that because that creates a weakness. Just enough. Yeah. So so the comment here, Laura, if you can't see, is like, so you can have it straight or you can just twist it a little bit. But I would be aware of over twisting because that weakens the wrist. But you know, you could just use this as a way to just kind of a little bit of mobility, a little sensitivity. And when you pick up any object, you know. Yeah, yeah. So the horse is different because you know you're actually punching somebody, but you know with the stick and you have this thing in your hand, you can over torque your wrist. It's the same kind of idea, yeah. The thing is the stick's here, but you can't. But you know this is healthier for your wrist than that if you're striking. Okay, so that's the one thing I would be careful because if you think about this, if you really have something you're striking with them, and or you're striking something and you over torque your wrist, the wrist that stress is going to get right there. Okay. All right. So let's just relax a little bit. Let me check the time. All right. Okay. So I guess I should just show you like one more thing. Yeah, that one. Yeah. So we did that one last time. So let's do one more thing. Okay. So and then this is the same kind of concept. Ready? So we did a little 3-step kata last time. Okay. So we're just gonna float the stick up. Let's do it like with more, you know, awareness than just, you know, technique. There's technique, obviously. So when I come forward, I don't fall forward into the, I'm going to be very stable. Okay, I'm going to pull back, and then the stick, you don't float, the stick floats. Now, what do I mean by that? I don't go, okay? The stick floats up because the stick is going to be light, so it floats up. So one, okay, so we talked about the center. Stick floats to your center. One, stick floats to your center. Turn your hips, turn your stick. Let's just practice turn your hips, turn your stick. And then switch hands and then let it fall. Okay? Let's just do one side first. Okay, okay, so we can start from beginning. Follow. Step back, float the stick up. You keep the body, turn the feet, switch the hands, go nice and slow. One. Let's try this side. Step back, float the stick up, turn the feet, turn the hips, turn the feet, switch the hands. 2. Okay, you can do it just a stab. 1, float, turn the hips. 2. Thrust, it's actually thrust, turn the hips. 3, we're breaking this down very slowly. Up, turn. As you turn, you can grab and then drop. Up, turn, grab. Pretty soon as you get used to it, you can just slow it down to make it smoother, right? So you can take the Tai Chi idea of it, slow and smooth, or you can take the 1, 2, 3 idea. So 1, 2, turn to 3, 4 is drop. Okay, stab, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, once you get 1, 2, 3, 4, you can go 1 very slowly. So you can think about the down is a smack, and then you can do again. 1, nice and easy. 2. So you notice the top hand when I do the turn. So when I do the turn, it's not all just wrist, right? So I turn my body underneath it. So I'm still turning with the center, right? Because I'm changing the orientation. In the beginning, I'm facing you this way with this leg forward. But I want to face you with the other leg forward, right? So you notice how the hips move? So that what is this? Right? That's the move. So you can think of it, so once you get this down, you just kind of do a Master Chen with it. You don't have to do the stab because it's stab, but you can just do a Master Chen with it. Yeah, if you want, you can just stab, stab, and then you can just go 1, stab, 2, stab. See that? So you can do the Master Chen with it, but let's not go there yet. Okay, so that Master Chen footwork, right? So you can develop this whole type of thing. And then what about, I don't know, you know, you can do it with the footwork. Okay, I can just try it with the spin. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, you know, but we're just experimenting with how using this, staying in your center. So it's a good way to stay in your center. So if you think about, you know, if you make it a metaphor, like, so here's something out here, and something could be bothering you out there. Even though it's out there, you can still stay in your center. Right? Okay, that's enough. Now I'm getting way off. Now I'm getting like too, you know, too esoteric, I guess. Okay, I hope that was fun. Thank you for staying for the whole class. It's always great to have you join us. Okay, we're going to finish. We'll just do a, if you want, you can put the stick down, or you can just leave it, whatever. We'll do a Qigong to finish. We'll do the very beginning of the spiral Tai Chi. Okay, and then so 1. Relax the arms out the shoulder joint. Rotate the arm in the shoulder joint. So you rotate the arm. Okay, and then let the shoulder blades ride up. So the shoulder blades rotate up. So I'm giving you all these cues so you can have good, healthy joints. Okay, then the left palm over right. Let me step back a little bit. Okay, maybe straighten the feet up, step out. 1, chin in, back of the neck long. 2, exhale down. Okay, let's go to the right or the left, you know, it doesn't matter. We used to do this in Portland, right? Remember? Step out, 1, 2. Okay. Let's try the other side. We're going to push and go this way. 1, 2. Relax shoulders. Keep the chin in. I'm turning in the hip again. Come back to the center. Come back like the horse stance. Down. Okay, and then go the other way. 2. Step up half a step, and we'll just turn about 180. And we'll finish here. That's pretty good. We should do more of that. Sifu Mark's been after me. Sifu Mark is keeps telling me what to do, and I never, you know, I don't read the emails he sends me what to teach in class. Okay, so thank you, Laura. Thank you for joining us. I hope that was fun. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. Okay. I'll see. Oh, and Laura says thank you to all you guys. So we'll see you next week. So next Sunday is Easter Sunday. So I'm going to take that. That's the week I decided to take off, that Easter week. So there won't be any classes, I guess, from next Sunday till Saturday. So, okay. Anyway, so I'll see you later. Okay. I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye-bye.